so you have Monday off. Monday is Memorial Day. It's so easy to say Happy Memorial Day, which kind of isn't right. I don't, each year I kind of contemplate this. Maybe we're happy for Memorial Day because we're memorializing and remembering those who lost their lives for our country, who gave their all for us. So, kind of important. And hey, Lightning Scott, how's it going? So, yeah, remember Memorial Day. I always feel awkward saying Happy Memorial Day. So, yeah, I am just riding. Wow, that's a beautiful view. I'm just riding back from West Palm Airport. I loaned my daughter the car to go to Miami yesterday and back, and she left it nearly empty. But I'm a little girl, you don't want me getting gas at night. In 2 times that she's been here and used my car, she's brought it back empty. So I dropped my daughter off at the airport. She's going back to Manhattan. I got the kids because my daughter wanted to ride with the kids. Chelsea Woodles is sleeping. And good morning. So FEM, how's it going? Driving Rich, yes. I'm so annoyed with that. All right, let me kick up the speed here as my car drives me home. Better than driving, but not as good as I drove Hank's Cyber Beast, his Cyber truck, a couple weeks back. And literally that did end-to-end driving, lane changes, stops at stop signs, looks for it to be clear. Unbelievable. I gotta say, Tesla, I'm not a Tesla fanboy. Oh, and hi, they have been wallet harvesting or highway pirating like mad. If you're going up and down I-95 in Palm Beach County, like Donald Ross, Indiantown Road, North Lake, drive the speed limit. Drive the speed limit on 95 from Indiantown Road to North Lake because the highway pirates are harvesting wallets. So be careful, be careful. What kind of car are you driving? As I am a simp for the Comma AI system in my Rexus, so I have a 2017 Lexus RX 450 hybrid. I feel like I don't know why I feel like such an ass saying I drive a Lexus. It's just Toyota. It's a Toyota Highlander. And don't get me wrong, I had like the world's cheapest Porsche when I had a Porsche. I had a $4,000 Porsche and a $6,000 Porsche. So I never had a problem telling people I had a Porsche. I just feel snooty telling people I have a Lexus. Which is, why is my self-driving not self-driving? And let's see, holiday weekend. Yes. On the way back from West Palm Airport is the Costco at North Lake, and pretty much I drove right up to the pump with like a 60-second wait. So I always check if Costco is busy on Google Maps. If you're on Android, it'll show you how busy it is, and it said like I think slightly busy. But I drove right up to the pump. Don't hit me. My daughter was hardly here, so thank you. My daughter's a good kid. Look, my daughter barely hung out with us. She came in, stayed overnight, took my car the next morning to Miami, and came back last night. And Terry and I were doing volunteer work. We volunteer every Saturday night feeding the homeless. And I'm not... So in the Bible, I'm conflicted about this. In the Bible, it says Jesus said, don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing if you do charity work or charitable works. Because if you brag about it, then you've already got your reward. And not like I'm trying to be selfish about the reward. What I'm telling you people out there is, if you have the opportunity to do some sort of charitable work, my wife and I find some joy in this, and I get more out of it than other people. So I get more out of it than the people I'm serving. Let me say it that way. So I'm saying it hopefully with all of the right motivations. So Daryl, I don't mean to be a total jerk about it. I think gas is somewhere in the 260 range. Oh, darn, my daughter's calling. I'm gonna have to start this over again. Dang, I don't know if you heard my daughter call or not. I don't know if you heard my daughter call or not. I'm sorry. So I think gas is somewhere in the 260 range. So I don't. Good man, what's up, homie? My Florida homeboy. So I don't mean to be a complete dick about this answer, because this answer is gonna suck. I need gas, I buy gas. I don't even look at the price. I'm buying gas at Costco. If I'm not buying gas at Costco, then I'm aware of the price. Palm Beach has the highest gas tax in Florida. And legit, I didn't even look. For the most part, I need gas, I buy it. What am I going to do? Be mad about it? And if it's kind of biblically, like, if being, stressed out about something could add a minute to your life or a hair to your head, otherwise, why bother? I know Orlando gas is cheaper because their county gas tax is less. So, sorry for that lengthy explanation, but I need gas. I know I'm buying it at Costco, and when I buy it at Costco, I know it's the cheapest, so I don't even look. I would legit, if I go to Google Maps and look up Palm Beach, North Lake, Costco, or you can do the same thing, and it'll show you the gas price. But I'm pretty sure it was $2.65. Kurt 24, what's up? Yeah, my daughter was calling because I think she left a hoodie in the back of my car, and I'm still not fully awake. And it came out of her bag, and she asked me if I had it. So I guess I'm going to be priority mailing her a hoodie back to New York. Let's see. So, yeah, and my mom used to say to me, I hope you have kids just like you. And to myself, I'm like, Mom, you have no idea of the bad stuff I've done. And probably if she knew all the bad stuff I've done, she wouldn't wish that on me. And my mom would say that. I don't know if she would say that when I did something bad to be funny or to be poignant or sarcastic, but my daughter has not done any of the bad things I've done. Wow. I'm so blessed that way. If the worst thing she does is borrow my car and leave it empty, I'm blessed. I am blessed. This guy's a good kid. She's got things that drive me crazy, but again, I'll take it. So I was supposed to do security today at church, and I didn't. So a couple of things I want to cover. If you guys are joining me late, or if you dropped when I took the call. One, Memorial Day. Remember Memorial Day. I hate saying Happy Memorial Day because we're remembering people that passed and gave their lives in service of our country for our freedom. So I just want to make sure that we take a moment to remember that. It's not just a 3-day weekend. It's not just beach time, although I'll probably go to the beach. So I live in kind of a unique situation. When I was living in New York, and I'm actually looking at, I grew up in Islip, and I'm looking, it's going to be 60, 70 degrees. It's not going to be 80 something. So typically summer in New York is from Memorial Day to Labor Day. And that's where all the beach communities get inundated. Places like West Hampton Airport, they literally closed one of the runways. They leave the biggest runway open, which, believe it or not, was an emergency landing strip for the space shuttle. It used to be a military airport, and I think the whatever Air National Guard is there, and they would have huge jets. I think the runway is like 250 feet wide or more. It's like 9,000 feet long, or maybe it's longer. Anyhow, they close the cross runways so people can fly to the Hamptons and park their private jets, because everybody goes to the Hamptons on the weekend. I guess better people go to Martha's Vineyard or Nantucket, and I don't mean to be like sounding privileged. I've flown my MG of an airplane. Johnny Three Bar, what's up? What's up? I've driven my MG of an airplane to all of those places, except I haven't flown my airplane to Block Island. I'd fly a Cessna there because Block Island, not that it's a short runway, but every week in the summer months, they would have an airplane run off the end of the runway. And my plane needs more runway just in case there's something. The runway's up on the top of a hill, and in case there's some wind condition, whatever, I'd rather not. I would always rent a Cessna. Let me just say that. I'd rent a Cessna and go to Block Island because they can land in a shorter distance and be reused. If you know, you know. So, yeah. So, what were my three things? One, remember those who gave all for us to have a Memorial Day weekend. They didn't give us their lives so we could have a 3-day beach party. If you're driving down 95 in Palm Beach, between Indiantown and North Lake, drive the speed limit because the pirates are out. The highway pirates are harvesting wallets. What else? It's Sunday, so hopefully you guys are getting some church. I was supposed to be doing security today. I had to pass that off to somebody else and trade because I had to drive my daughter to the airport. And what else was I going to tell you? Ooh, look at Johnny Three Bar greeting everybody. You're so good. Thank you. We're probably, I was talking about beach before I got into airports. Because there's only 360 perfect beach days in Palm Beach, nobody goes to the beach. Because you don't have to. What is that? Oh, that's turkey vultures. They found some roadkill. We'll probably go to the beach Monday. And typically people, if you live in Florida, you may not go to the beach until 5 o'clock because then it's cooling down. Or go early in the morning. Although my doggies aren't really beach doggies. I like to go to the beach, I just don't. I would tell you I like to drink and just don't also. Oh, that's a chicken coop. So some famous baseball player bought like 20 acres right here. And it's so funny. Don't get me wrong. I admire somebody that has a lot of money and builds a big house and has nice things. But in the last couple of weeks, I've had work done on the house, and more appropriately, I should say, my wife has had work done on the house. She's getting a couple of things on her wish list. So fence, sprinkler system. So my yard has looked like the surface of the moon. The plumbing end of the sprinkler's done. They got to do the electrical end. So my yard has all the trenches filled. A couple more things going on. Hopefully we have the budget for them. But I kind of like being home alone. I've gotten used to being home alone, and it's not that I go out in the yard and shoot all the time. I don't. But if I want to, I don't have to worry about anybody being there, or I can do whatever I want. Just kind of like when I shoot YouTube videos, I like to be alone. And so I can't imagine if you have a 20-acre property and a monster house, mansion, whatever. You probably have to have staff all the time to do things. So we're going to be getting like a remote control electric gate. So I'm going to have to stop here, push a button, have the gate open. I'm going to have to, you know, again, deactivate the alarm, push a button, open the garage door. All right, my garage door is opening. That's good. We unlock or disarm the alarm. And while my wife is at church, I am going to pull into the garage and diagnose some issues with my Rexus because I don't know what's going on with it. And my car auto stops, and then I go like an inch or two further. That was the. And let me pull down the door, windows. All right, let me read comments here. Johnny 3 Bar, Vulcan Rumble, how's it going? How's it going? New Hampshire has invaded Afghanistan. You need a border wall. Oh boy. Marlboro was Goonbeam in Marlboro, Mass. I think Jared was in Mass for a show. Let's see. Effing 3:30 in Pennsylvania? No. Where in PA are you, Lightning Scott? My dad was over in Harrisburg. Let's see. Keenan Demir, hello from Kurdistan. Dude, Kurdistan. Wow. Probably someplace I'll never go. And just not. Boy, how do you say I'm never going to go to Kurdistan without making somebody that lives in Kurdistan feel bad about it? I'm going to be going to Israel later in the year in October. Daryl Watts, how's it going? How's it going? And okay, so he's the one that asked about gas pricing. And yeah, FGM. The last 2 visits, my daughter came. She like boop, in, out, gone. And Daryl, yeah, I answered the car. Yeah. Is it a female thing, leaving the car empty? Is that what you're saying? Driving rich, yes. All right, I covered all the comments. So actually, all right. Well, so let me turn off the car, and I'll take you around and show you what's going on. I got a flippy flip. Where's the flip? Did I hit the flip button? Oh my gosh, the AC goes off, and it already feels like. And that's the bad dog. What's going on, bad dog? You got your arm outside your booster seat bucket. That's the good dog. Hi, good dog. The bad dog. The bad dog. Who's a bad dog? Who? Who is the bad dog? Are you the bad dog? Tell me. Tell me. Are you the bad dog? So apparently, Sunshine is a north of Pittsburgh. Oh, okay. So, Lightning Scott, you are in JSD territory. So apparently, Sunshine is a deerhead chihuahua. There's applehead chihuahuas and deerhead chihuahuas. And she, all right, let's get the harness off you. Sunshine, look at me. Do you promise not to run around like a crazy dog and lead me on a chase? Don't make me run after you. Don't make me run after you. And the good doggy. Do you want to go in? Let me get the dog in. All right. You don't get to see my combination. Okay. And let me let the doggy in. Go in. Go in. Do crazy dog stuff. Good. All right. Usually she runs around the yard and does bad dog stuff and tries to escape. But that's the good dog. My God, is this coupe that I never drive. Actually, I put the insulation back. I got the grommets, plastic grommets, and probably changed the oil. Good dog, Chelsea. Uh, Sunshine has an air tag, and I just got notice a tracker is traveling with me. And Chelsea, after traveling, always has to peep. So I'm gonna put she's a little bit of a special needs dog. So yeah, they trenched all along here. Anyhow, lots of trenches. We've had some rain, so the ground has been crunchy. It's been unusually dry. So yeah, here in the corner, kind of looks like the surface of the moon. Actually, they leveled it out, raked it out, and all that bit. There's used to be all sorts of along the fence line, and they're out. And actually, they cleared my neighbor. So I used to never not be able to see that yellow house back there. So yeah, now I. So yeah, hopefully, hopefully we get some grass growing. That would be nice. Yeah, so we got new fence, so Sunshine can't run and bolt. Let's see. What do, audio spotty? Really? Oh, man, I gotta clean this car. Where'd Chelsea Woodles go? Is she back wanting to go? Chelsea's basically an indoor dog. Aha! Chelsea! Chelsea Woodles. Go on in. She's got bad back knees, but she gets happy and runs. And Sunshine's doing the Sphinx. All right, what do I gotta do to have my car? I gotta take. Oh, my daughter. Did she even open the water? All right, whatever. So this is the doggy water. Who's the one that always asks to see what's in my refrigerator? I don't know what are you guys saying? What else we got? So I ran the I cleaned the pool filter and I ran the pump for some time. Whoops. All right. Yeah, this is not looking good. Ideally, the pull robot is supposed to robot and vac. I mean, it's not a robot, but could be better. I mean, it's so pretty much. I don't know. None of these banana plants are really growing. And R.I.P. Tiki Hut. No audio. Huh. I know there's nothing I can do about the audio. Yeah, I just cleaned that. Audio seems muffled, really quiet. Huh. What are you doing, dog? All right, so that should be running around the bottom of the pool. Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me? Do you hear me now? Can you hear me? Do I have an underwater housing on my phone? No. All right, I'm going to sign off. You guys have a good day.